Good evening.
What?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
What's
to
good
this
evening?
edition. Huh?
What's good about it?
That we're untouchable.
We are
Untouchable.
untouchable.
Cause I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable.
Yeah.
I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable. If I'm with it, then they with it.
I am one of your hosts, Spurge. Right over there is the one and only the A Train, Arlington Lane.
I barely can
In
hear you, dude.
Arlington, we have a new team in the UFL called the St. Louis Brahmas. Because apparently they don't know how to sew up their stadium deal. So they will be playing games here in St. Louis.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So
Brahmas.
I have some Brahmas gear up in the closet. Got a Brahmas flag here. I'm going to put St. Louis Brahmas on it. And I'm going to wear my gear to the St. Louis Brahmas game. So
Hey, wait.
congratulations,
So,
UFL.
so let me get this straight.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that they get 6 home games and we get 2 teams playing in the same stadium?
Yes, we do.
So whose bright idea? You know who ruined it? You know who ruined it? You want me to tell you who ruined it? The NCAA ruined it for them.
Amanda actually ruined it for them because of all of her nonsense.
I didn't watch. So
that she talks. So she ruined it for the Brahmas. But
I
hey, I'm happy that St. Louis has 2 football teams.
I didn't see it. What's up, Amanda? I see you.
Actually, St. Louis now has 3 football teams. They have the St. Louis Battlehawks, the St. Louis Brahmas, and the Kansas City Smiths.
The who?
Kansas City Chiefs. My bad.
Oh wow.
So yeah, St. Louis now has 3 football teams. And they can only put in 60,000 in one stadium.
Listen.
And for the other 2 teams, the combined attendance won't even be 60,000.
Golly.
What? Did I say something wrong?
Listen, I just talked to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Today is his birthday. He's celebrating the birthday today, and he's a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. So, you know.
Oh, I'm just saying. Did I say anything wrong?
No.
I don't think I did, right?
No. I just can't wait till they move to Kansas. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I can't wait till they move to Kansas either. So that'd be fine.
I told him, I said, enjoy it while you can, man.
So that means Missouri would have lost 2 football teams.
Correct.
3 football teams.
And this is from UFL News Hub. This is the statement by one Russ Brandon. As we plan for the 2025 season, our process from a league standpoint was to access availabilities at our venues to create a schedule that works operationally across all 8 markets. After reviewing venue availabilities, we decided the best option would be to add a 6th home game to St. Louis in order to best fulfill our team schedules. We are grateful for the support our partners, the city of St. Louis, and the Dome have given us. That is from Russ Brandon via UFL News Hub. All right.
Well, I mean, let's really look at it this way, Arlington. I mean, yeah, St. Louis sold 20.
Yes, he was, Jared. Yes, he was.
Wait, what they sell? They sold what? 27,000 tickets to the UFL UFL championship game, but then they couldn't even put in 9,000 people.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Listen. This is about finding a venue where they don't have to deal with the elements. Granted, folks, yes, Ducky, I'm talking to you too over at PFN Pro Football Newsroom.
Hey, Ducky wasn't a fan of St. Louis either.
I don't care. Nah. My point is, I wasn't either, but here I am. But my point is this. It's the game is meant to be played in the elements, but they didn't want any issues like what was dealing with in Birmingham. Remember when they kept having to suspend games and stuff? I get it.
Because of all the rain and all that stuff.
I get it. They didn't want to deal with that. And plus,
That
it
is
would
true.
actually be kind of fun to see the Brahmas and Battlehawks duke it out twice in the Battle Dome again. And then all you do is just flip the jerseys or flip the sides. The Battlehawks would just be the away team. You've seen that in other venues.
You
You've
have seen
seen that
that
in venues
before.
where the away team plays in where the home team is the away team and they play in their home
So
stadium.
so here's the
It's done
question then.
before.
If it's the Brahmas home game,
Yeah.
do you wear Brahmas gear?
Who?
As a fan. Do you wear Brahmas gear?
No.
Why?
If
The Brahmas are the home team.
unless you are a Brahmas fan, if you're a Brahmas
Doesn't
fan, then
matter.
yeah,
Brahmas are the home team. Brahmas
that
are the
doesn't
home team.
mean that don't mean jack squat. If it
Brahmas
don't
are the
mean
home
anything,
team.
that's what they're gonna be labeled as. So
Well, then,
what's
so
the
you got to
problem?
wear Brahmas gear.
There's not gonna be anybody wearing Brahmas gear. You're not gonna
I
like it.
will. If the
Oh
Brahmas are
yeah,
the
yeah,
home
we
team, I'm
know.
wearing the Brahmas gear.
Hey, and we might get to see our friends again. Right. Hey, wait. So wait, who is that? Mark Perry put on the post that the Battlehawks are 3-1 at the Dome against the Brahmas. The one time that they lost was the XFL championship game, which is basically the only loss that freaking matters.
Doesn't matter. Are they 3-1?
It mattered. You know why? Because if it would have mattered, they would have been in the championship game in St.
It's
Louis.
true.
But guess what? They dropped the ball.
They did, and they're still
dropped the
losers because
ball.
they lost 3-1. So they lost when it mattered.
So they're not right. It lost when it mattered. But you just sat there and you was going to say, oh, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter.
No. If the Brahmas are the home team, you wear Brahmas gear.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Because check this out. If you were a Stallions fan if you were a Battlehawks fan going to Birmingham, you're not wearing Stallions gear. You're wearing Battlehawk gear. Correct? Even if you live in Birmingham. I don't hear you.
Wait, what? What did you say? I wasn't.
Now you want to play dog. You want to play stupid
Scott was
now?
chiming in. Put up Scott's comment.
We are 1-1 against the Brahmas at home. No, you're 3-1 all time.
3-1. We're 3-1. We lost in the championship to them. But again,
no, they're 3-1 all time against them. That's what I thought. I remember them saying. See, 23. What they played once, right?
3-1.
They're 3-1. They're 3-1 all time.
They beat them.
That's what it is.
We beat them in 2023.
They're 2-0 in San Antonio, and they're 1-1 in St. Louis.
1-1 in St. Louis. Yes. Yes.
Excuse me. It was all time, not
right. All time
at home.
But again, like I said, if the Brahmas are the home team, then you have to wear Brahmas gear. You shouldn't be allowed to wear Battlehawk gear.
No, you do not have to wear Brahmas gear.
I'm going to start that.
Nobody cares what you think.
I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it.
Nobody
you know, Arlington, there's a certain person that says, no matter if it's a lie, if you say it enough, people will believe it. So if the Brahmas are the home team, we have to wear Brahmas gear.
The political climate is messing with your brain, sir.
If the Brahmas are the home team, then we have to wear Brahmas gear. And I will be in my Brahmas gear.
Well, that's going to be you. Everybody else is going to be in their Battlehawks gear.
You know what? Keep going, keep talking for a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, see, while he steps away, nobody cares what he thinks. No, and that's the thing. You do become a two-teamer. Yeah, you say that to yourself all the time. Well, and that's true. It's true. And it's not a coincidence that St. Louis gets an extra home game. Now, here's my thing about generating more revenue per se. My thing is this: if the league is sitting here saying they are about the fans, right? Then why was it a big deal? Why nobody came out to the championship game, or nobody came out to let alone the XFL conference championship game? And you're trying to start this season back up in March and whatnot, man. Same time, March 30th. It's not smart. And then for San Antonio's sake, San Antonio has the national championship and the Alamo Dome That's the reason why they're losing a home game, because it's going to be on a Saturday, and they're not going to change the court to a field if they were to play on a Sunday. You can forget it. It's not happening. So I think Friday to Monday they're going to have the court, on the field the entire weekend, or the Final Four weekend. Oh my God. Here he goes. Here he goes, man. All right, listen. Let me tell you something. What's about to occur that you're about to see on screen, he did this all by himself. We had nothing to do with this. I promise you. All right, nothing.
Bullet
You about to see it?
Four.
Yeah, the home team, the champ, the XFL champion, have a game in a real city called St. Louis, where they won when it mattered, and they're going to win again when it matters against the St. Louis Battlehawks, baby. Yeah.
I hate you so much right now. Dude.
And as my little friend would say,
you know, the Browns are the best team in the XFL division. Why is that, Arlington? Why is it? You know,
I don't know, but the kid got to go to bed, man. It's past his bedtime.
it's because they won the championship.
I cannot.
hey, Arlington, did you hear? that
Dirty
St.
Terry's
Louis,
back. Oh my
there's
God.
a new team coming to St. Louis. You know what they are? They're called the St. Louis Brahmas. And they're a big old giant bull. They're named
By the
after, you know,
horns.
hey, Arlington. You know
Yeah.
what happens when you mess with the bull?
Why? What dirty?
You get the horns.
Where is the drum when I need it? Where is the
Hey.
drum? What?
Well, hey, how's it going? This
Are
is
you
Dirty
awake
Terry
now, Dirty
tonight.
Terry?
What? I
Are you
felt like
awake
Joe
now, Dirty?
Biden on the stage. I forgot what I was saying for a minute.
Oh my goodness! You started too early for this, man. Too late.
Hey!
It's late.
Wait, I was like Trump. I confused Obama and Putin together.
Their fans need to wear Brahmas gear. If they don't start the season in February, it's going to hell when May hit. All the attendance is going down come May. You got graduations and all that kind of stuff. God's a freaking idiots. Hey, that's a great way to put it out there.
Well, yeah. Hey! You know what? I think it's great that they're playing the season at the last week of March. You know why?
Do you know?
You want to
Dirty
know
Terry?
why, Arlington?
Why, sir?
Because that's real spring football. And
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Real spring football, man.
I'm just saying it is. But look. I mean, here's the thing. Look, here's the thing we've seen with this league time after time after time after time again. I don't know what it is, why we tend to need to reinvent the wheel for this, right? Look, great innovations. They did very well last year in TV ratings. I mean, let's admit, TV ratings were better than what they were the year before between the two leagues. Let's not get it twisted. Were they not, Arlington? What now? Was the attendance better? Depending on how you look at it. If you look at it by UFL standpoint, if you look at it as USFL standpoint, oh hell yeah, then the attendance was great, right? If you look at it at XFL standpoint, attendance was kind of down. The attendance took a hit. So, I mean, what is it that they need to do to make this viable?
I guess you got to go with the USFL's markets, right?
But Sabrina, put that up, Arlington. Put that up. Sabrina, the March Madness ratings didn't really hurt them. It hurt them in 2023
Wait a minute, but that's
or
what
in
she's agreeing with you.
2022.
She's agreeing with you.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
agreeing
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
agreeing
yeah.
with you.
Well, I don't know. I took my glasses, my readers off. I couldn't read that.
Yeah. So it's not wait a minute. Stop. Pause. You said it was really not that bad. It was like 10-1. What are we
was?
talking about here? The Final Four. The NCAA Final Four ratings this past year.
No.
Even though they were bad. That
Look, in 2022, when they started the season, when they did, right? Do you remember those TV ratings came March time when the tournament was going in full effect?
they got
TV ratings
killed.
were not that good for the XFL.
It wasn't good for the UFL either.
It wasn't.
It got
But
killed.
this year, because of the way they started it in 2023, the ratings were actually better and they didn't get as hurt.
Disagree. They were killed. Killed. About 15-1. What are you talking about? What are we
But
talking about here?
compared to 2022,
Who cares about 2022, dude?
you got to combine both of them, bro.
Why?
Remember? That's what they did. That's what they did, remember?
When you have an 8-figure sum in a college Final Four
Yeah,
compared to 6-7 figures you're getting on an opening weekend, there's no comparison.
that's true.
There's no comparison whatsoever. So why?
Hey,
No.
let me ask you something, Arlington.
Okay. All right.
What do you think about putting March Madness with the UFL game on the same field? Wouldn't that be a dumb dinger?
No, Dirty Carrie, you can't do that, unfortunately.
Hey, let me ask you something, Arlington.
Hey, listen. Hey,
Hi.
look,
Vance.
look.
Yeah.
I'm tired of dealing with all the management of what's going on with the UFL. And listen, I have promised that Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia will both do their jobs and bring in great football to the American people.
Hey, Vince, let me ask you something. How do you feel that Fox wouldn't renew your SmackDown contract? Because you like the toilet bowl.
Well, I had nothing to do with that. Unfortunately, my daughter Stephanie, behind the scenes, has been working a great deal on everything, and it's best that we decided that we go to cable. And now what it does now, it brings football back to Friday nights. That's a good thing for everybody.
Okay, let's talk
in the United
about
States of
that.
America.
Let's talk about that. Will the Friday night football thing work?
If college football is getting a Friday night game on a national network,
But college football is something totally different.
I get that. Listen, you have to do like, it's like a project of sorts. You have to listen. Everybody knows it's meant for Saturdays, right? If you have a marquee matchup on a Friday night, you telling me you're not watching that matchup? And it's not a big matchup? A Friday night marquee matchup?
Okay,
You're
but
gonna have like what, a Big Ten game and a, help me out. No, because Pac-10 is dead. So it's gonna be a Big Ten game more than likely, right?
Big Ten or an SEC game?
Right. And so I know NBC is getting that now. I'm like, come on, man.
All right, well, I mean, let's look at it this way. Would it really help the UFL? I don't think it would.
You already know that they've been wanting to put pro football on Friday nights for years. They've been wanting to find out some way to make this work, right? Of course, the NFL will do it, and it'll be fine. Like, especially with this opening weekend, you got Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. right?
Yep.
Everybody's gonna be watching that opening game on
But it's
Friday.
the NFL. It's a totally
I
different
get
beast.
that. And so that's what they're going off of. They're going off of, hey, the NFL can do it. Now we want to do that for the spring so that we can have something that people can watch as an alternative. There's more sports that they're providing for the people. I don't see how that's a big problem.
I mean, look, I look at it this way, right? Is it really going to help the brand? Like Sabrina says right here. Like Sabrina says right here, you were messing with the brand. These games are on the weekends for the last 2 years. Why mess it up?
So my question
Oh,
is,
listen here. You live in downtown St. Louis. You live in St. Louis. Do you like going downtown after the sun goes down?
what's wrong with it? Ain't
I'm
nothing
just
wrong with it.
answer the question, yes or no.
Yeah,
No,
I can't though. I can't right now.
I'm just saying. Okay,
I'm
you
not.
lived in Houston. Did you like going into where the games were in Houston after the sun went down? Be honest.
Yes,
Okay.
even though it was just as crazy as it would be at a St. Louis game.
But not a lot of people like going downtown once the sun goes down.
It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that. I was at work and I had talked to a customer. I'm not telling what I'm working at. Those that know that you know. But anyway, I talked to a customer and then they got their car broken into
Yep.
after leaving a Cardinal game.
Yep.
So, and it was on a Friday night. So, I mean, it's out there. It does happen, unfortunately. People are going to be stupid
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to want to do crazy things and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you gotta have the safety value up then if you want to do it like that.
Right, yeah. I mean, look.
You know what? And I've been wanting to see. I get it. I get it, Sabrina. It isn't. It isn't. And I never wanted it to be. I have been the biggest proponent of that. The UFL does not need to be anywhere near the NFL or like it. But here's the thing. They're not stopping that. They're not going to really quote unquote dare to be different. They're just saying we got a spring football league so we can get these guys to the NFL. That's all they're doing at this point. They're not making it a different league because they don't want to mess with the hierarchy with the NFL. And plus, it's a big conglomerate. They're going international with their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to mess with the NFL. Because that shield, that brand that we always talk about on the show or different shows across Fuel, is that they are protected.
Mm-hmm.
And they're never going to go against the grain. And right, it may not be every Friday night for these games either.
Well, no, it might not be, but the question is, like for example, Scott lives west of the city. You know how hard it is to get into the city for a Friday night game where he lives at? It's hard. The traffic's a mother effer out that way. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, if it works, it works. Great. If it does. The Metro doesn't run out where Scott is. See, but look, I mean, he says it will ruin his tailgate, but he'll be there. And I mean, I think it will really hurt attendance by doing a game on a Friday night. I really do.
Because you can't tailgate as good as you would like.
Not just that you can't tailgate, but you figure by 7 o'clock. Okay, here, prime example. When you're going to a Cardinal game or a Blues game, or when you're going to a Rockets game, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's at 7 o'clock on a Friday. How hard was it? How rushed did you feel to get there?
Yeah, I get what you mean. The traffic is always, even in Houston, it was a bad it was a bad look when you were leaving the Toyota Center
Mhm.
after a Rockets game. It is a madhouse to get out of there. You know what I mean? Because even though it's located in downtown, it's still, it's similarly to how downtown St. Louis is set up, and it's for good reason.
Mhm.
You all can't go on in the same direction. You got to go one way over the other because you got to make sure the flow of traffic, is easier for people when they leave. So it becomes a madhouse.
Mhm.
And even when, for good reason, the World Series happened two
Mhm.
years ago in Houston, right?
Yep.
Traffic again. It was worse there than it was for a Rockets game. I
I
get it.
get concerts. I get that concerts do it, but how rushed do you feel? Like Keelan's saying right here, you take a half day or you take the whole day off. Most people don't like to burn just
Eh,
half days and whole
right,
days.
dude. If you ain't got no job, if you have a job, you ain't finna just cut out just like that, unless you got some tenure on your hands,
Mhm.
you got some days off that you can do that. But if somebody is like getting new, no, we new into the gig and whatnot, you're not doing it so quickly. You're not gonna have a gig.
Mhm.
It's not that easy. I can attest to that because I couldn't get to games during this past year because of work, because I was just getting started
Right, yeah.
and I didn't
Now
and I
look,
didn't have the weekend ability.
and I get concerts do it, right? But like if you want to go to a concert, I'd much rather go to a concert on a Saturday because then you could go out to dinner before the concert. You know what I mean? Have a little bit of a time before the concert. Same with football. I don't want to feel rushed getting down there, getting into the stadium. But that's just me. That's just me.
I remember 2020 with that very first game against the Guardians. And remember that day, it felt like an NFL Sunday, even though it wasn't an NFL Sunday in St. Louis. It felt like it. The and we that was probably the one of the best days for football as a fan for me. The reason why I say that is because the weather was great.
Uh-huh.
Everything was leading up to football back in St. Louis, and it felt like an NFL game all over again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the type of feel that I wish that the UFL would have looked at in 2020. Go back to basics. You know what I mean? With
Yeah, like look,
how you
here's how I
do.
would look at it. Here's how I would look at it. I mean, this is going to be the second full year of this merger, right?
Correct.
Okay. I would at least wait a couple years before I start expanding to different days of the week. Look, they tried it in 2020. What happened in 2023 with the Seattle Dragons? Absolutely killed their fan base. Killed,
hmm
destroyed their fan base. You remember Arlington in
The Thursday
2020.
night game, the Monday night
You remember
game.
in
Yeah.
2020, the Seattle Sea Dragons were the second highest ranking team in attendance next to the Battlehawks. They came back in 2023 or in 2022. They played a couple Thursday night games. What happened? Their attendance
Listen,
went into the Puget Sound.
and it was an entirely different team for one. Two, remember, it goes back to what we said in 2023. It was about fans retrusting the XFL again.
Exactly.
It would have been different if the league had continued. Like, we wouldn't even. I don't think. The more that I think about it, the whole thing with Vince McMahon that we talked about in the past would have kind of been interesting if they would have done a season two after that. I think they would have. I think there would have been some consistency right after that. Even if he didn't have leadership on it with it anymore, like he does now. He does it now. I'm saying that we could have had a fifth season of the XFL right now. We're sitting here. We were just finished season 5
Uh-huh.
of the XFL in 2020. Do y'all realize that? Like, if everything was consistent as it was, because I really do believe 2020, if that season were to be completed, I know we can't deal about the past, but if that was completed, we would have had another year. Then another year after that, people would have jumped on board that bandwagon slowly each day, each year, to the point where 5 seasons now we could have had 10, 12 teams in this league.
Yeah, listen. I
It's the
agree with
reinvention
you.
of the wheel, and that's what drives me nuts. This reinvention of the wheel.
Look, I agree with you that if they would have done it that way, it probably would have worked better. And if COVID wouldn't have happened, it probably would be a viable league.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Uh,
Thanks, Punk. Thanks, Punk.
but I mean, if you look at it, look, we have what we have, right?
Right.
Just need to be happy with what we have.
Okay. Why do I need to be happy with just this?
What do you mean? Mediocrity?
That's what St. Louis is dealing with that a lot.
Well, I mean, we're mediocre at best.
Dealing with that a lot. Mediocrity.
Look, I mean, it's how do you look? I mean, how do you look at it? Is how you got to really do it. You know what I mean? Look, let's just be happy that they've actually completed a season. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope that they don't have to give too much money back from all of The Rock's great business deals that he made. You know?
Great business deals? What are you implying, sir?
What do you mean? The deal he had with the U.S. Army was a great deal.
Say what?
Great deal.
Hey, you serious? Thanks, Punk. Because you know how he feels about Dwayne Johnson. You know how that guy feels about him. So shit.
I mean, come on, man. We can't be mean.
Towards
What's wrong
who?
with you?
Who am I being? Stop messing with Sally. I know you're doing that right now.
I'm not. I'm actually getting ready to do something.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am, bro.
See, I would definitely take Friday night games over Thursday night games. Otherwise, I will be up 48 hours.
Well, look, I would too. I would too. I would too. Trust me. But
this is true. It is during school night. That's very true. Friday night, if you want to get technical with it.
What is Friday night?
Yeah.
Friday night's not a school night anymore.
Don't do this because I'm gonna Bill Cosby you. I will do this. Did you go to school Did you go to school today? It's a school night. Just
no,
like
that's a school day.
But this is also you went to school that day. You also on a school
I just went to school
night.
that day. I didn't go to night school, which I should have as I got older.
So it was a good deal. The Rockets just not feeling this league that because it's nothing for him to make 5 posts. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was true. It was nothing for him to just sit there and make 5 posts. He could have did that. Bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? It would have been done.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would have. But how'd that work out for him?
Right. As he sat there on Fox doing these Daytona 500, sitting in a jacket that had all these decals and stuff and Army stuff and the UFL, and you couldn't make a single post about the stuff.
Right, exactly.
You see, he done faded from social media for a while, right?
Uh-huh. Wonder why that is.
Who told him to? Is the question.
Oh, I don't know.
Who told him? You need to stay away.
I don't know.
Somebody told him.
Did you tell him to?
I wish I had that type of power to do so. It's just, you need to stay away.
Yeah, I don't know. Who told him? Who
Hey,
told him to?
you did, Dirty? You did it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Danny tell him to do it?
Right here.
The only thing Rock cares about is The Rock.
That is absolutely 100% true.
Sabrina said he's not on board with this league anymore. My suspicion is they're basically ignoring his input. Like, we took your league, it's ours now.
Yeah,
Wait,
see?
you ready for
Right here.
Said Dirty is right. Rock did make a great deal with the U.S. Army. Also, Rock is stupid.
We're not supposed to call him The Rock anymore. We're supposed to call him DJ.
Was it really his baby, though?
No, it wasn't.
Was it really his?
I don't think it was. Do you?
Stephen McCrane hops in, said, heard rumor that DC games will be on Sundays due to not messing up the field for DC United soccer games. I know this year when right after soccer games, field was cut short and better, but when before they wouldn't cut grass and was thick and long. Have you all heard about Sunday game rumors for DC?
So the thing with DC is only allowed to play on Sundays. It's something within the DC laws
Audi Field and stuff, yeah.
at Audi Field that they are only allowed to play football on Sunday during that time frame. I can't remember
because if it was
I can't
that,
remember exactly what it was for. I just remember in that time frame, they were only allowed to play football on Sunday. So you'll never. DC is going to be fine. DC will always be on a Sunday. Look here, I'll get it to you. You ready, Arlington? I'm going to tell you if and when the UFL comes back, the championship game. Mark it down, Arlington. 8:21.
8:38 p.m.
8:38 p.m. The UFL championship game will be played in Audi Field. Mark my word. Father's Day weekend. It will be played in Audi Field.
Is that your dirty speculation?
Sure. We'll just say it's
Spurge speculation. I'm sorry.
Sure, we'll say it's a Spurge speculation. Here, you want me to make it a speculation? Hey, Arlington. Let me tell you.
You can't use that unless we got to change your name to Spurge Carey, right?
No, it's still Dirty Carey.
But you Spurge though.
Yeah, but Dirty Carey is something totally different. Hey, listen, Audi Field. Sabrina, yes, I do think it's big enough. Because they only put 9,000 in at the Dome. So, yeah, it's big enough. Listen, the Alamo Dome had 25,000 in attendance.
And that was for the XFL game.
That was for the XFL game. So, yeah. Hey, Arlington, here it is. This is Dirty Carey speculation, right?
No, you got to do the Spurs speculation, man.
Okay.
You need a sign for it.
Look.
Why you shaking?
I don't know. My Parkinson's kicked in right now.
So you're not right. You are not right now, dude. We're gonna get letters and stuff.
Listen, I want to be part of the beer snake.
Jeez.
I want to be there. I want to be right there with the beer snake. I'll have my Buddha hanging out, Arlington. In everything.
Oh, you know what? I've been to 2 XFL championship games in my lifetime.
Have we?
I have.
Have we?
Uh-huh. Yeah, 23 and 24, both XFL championship games.
Yeah, you're
One in
right.
St. Louis and the other in the Alamo Dome.
You're right. We
I
have.
find it funny though. I do find it funny that the teams that played in the XFL championship game are the two that play in the two venues that were, you know, part of the championship game
Well,
venue. You know
listen,
what I mean?
Arlington, we proved last year that it was set up and that it was rigged. I told you guys from the get-go who was going to be in the championship, who was going to be in the XFL championship on both sides. Remember, Arlington, who only lost 3 games last year in our pick'em pool? This guy right here. This guy right here. Okay. Arlington, I told you it was going to be the Brahmas or the Stallions versus the Panthers, right? Who was it? Brahmas
Okay.
versus the Panthers. And I
Well,
said on the
that was kind
XFL
of
side,
easy to figure that one out, man. But come
I
on.
said on the XFL side it was going to be the champs versus the Battlehawks. And I told you who was going to go, Brahmas and Stallions. And then I told you who was going to win. Who won? Who won, Arlington?
What? What?
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Come on, man. Hey, happy birthday, Jack Buck. A heavenly birthday, Jack Buck. He
Is
would've
it
been
Jack?
100.
Wait, how
He
is
would
it
have
his
been 100.
birthday?
He would
Or
have
is
been
he
100.
dead?
Heavenly birthday is what I said. Thank you.
Oh no, so if you're dead, then you can't have a birthday.
That's why I say happy heavenly birthday.
How long ago did he die?
It's been over 20 years now.
Okay, so he is 20 years old in heaven. That's how you have to do that. Like, you can't. That's how it works. He's no longer on the earth. He is in heaven.
Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, how do you feel about this extra game in St. Louis? This is a Brahmas fan.
It is.
Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Guys, where my Brahma fans at? For
Or
one,
Jorge, or
yeah,
you know what?
I need to hear from them.
Paired. We
You
should
said
have
what?
sent something to him.
I should have.
You should have.
Yes, Elizabeth. I want you to say it. Say it. This is the show for you. This is for the fans. If you got something you want to say,
Here, here.
you sending her a link.
I'm gonna send it right here, Elizabeth.
Up.
Oh, she's pissed off. There we go. She said it.
She's mad.
She is
She's
so
mad.
pissed off. Hey, look though. All I know is St. Louis now has 2 football teams. One is called the St. Louis Battlehawks. The other one is called the St. Louis Brahmas. I am a St. Louis Brahmas fan. I will tell you that. Repping my championship shirt right now, and my championship hat right here.
Hey, they did win the championship in St. Louis.
That's right. That's right.
They did win
That's
the
right.
championship.
Oh, yes, it could. It could be a bye. That is true. You could do a bye. That is true.
For what?
I don't know.
You're doing 10 straight weeks. So that's going to lead to another question.
What?
Should we need to lengthen the season now? The
Why?
San Antonio Battlehawks? Just so you can get bye weeks so people can rest.
No, stop. Stop it.
Dude, you just sat here and you said AJ McCarron should have never got the way he got manhandled all year long. He fought through a whole injury and stuff. You know
Because
what I mean?
AJ McCarron did not have a decent front line.
Oh, you right.
The AJ McCarron was let down by his front line, by his running back, and Jacob Sailors, who was the first player to be cut in the UFL players, right?
NFL players. Yeah.
You had no hands who could not catch a football, who will be cut from the Cincinnati.
He's still on a roster, man.
He'll be cut. Don't worry. Listen, Spurgeon, Dirty Nostrous will tell you he's getting cut. He's getting cut. 88 will be back in the Battle Hawk Blue, right? See, now look, Sabrina's right here. Look, if they did start the season in February, then you do your bye week at the week. You do it at the March Madness, the beginning of March Madness. That's when you do your bye week. That's the way it should have been
I would
done.
have been game for that. I would have been game for that. I would have been game for that.
Elizabeth, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But, Elizabeth, we will welcome you to the St. Louis Brahmas. We will welcome you. I'm going to start a new Facebook page, Arlington, called the St. Louis Brahmas. I am marketing for the St. Louis Brahmas to come to St. Louis and to be the thing. It will be the new thing.
Now wait a minute. So here's my thing then. This is what I want to understand also.
Ooh, look at wait, the fans are now starting to chime in. Gotta love the fans.
See, this is about the league, is what he's referring to.
Oh, of course.
So right. Okay, now fans,
she goes, look, she's in. I'm starting a new page called the St. Louis Brahmas.
listen, let me tell you this right now.
I'm listening. Tell me.
Why are everybody liking these inconsistencies with this league? There's so many inconsistencies here. So many. Or everybody we just game for whatever, right? We just game for this. Like San Antonio's missing a whole home game. Houston just had left Rice Stadium to potentially go back to TDECU Stadium, which we don't even know if they have another venue yet for next year, right?
I mean, that's true.
They just added another home game for the San Antonio Brahmas because they can't play during Final Four weekend. Like, so many inconsistencies here.
What? Geez, Arlington, you know what? You're right.
But we still game for it, right? Still game. You down to go with the ship, right?
I'm kind of just like looking. I'm kind of looking to see. I'm on the Dome, the Alamo Dome site. That's to kind of see when they could have fit another game in there somewhere, but they can't. There's nowhere to fit it in. Like,
you can't skip that weekend, Elizabeth. That's a huge weekend. Case in point, Houston, when they had it at NRG Stadium, was it last year, a couple years ago?
Right.
Come on. And then they just had the national championship in NRG. That's a big weekend. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, and I'm just using it as an example, if the Roughnecks were to even play in NRG Stadium, they would get kicked to the curb and they have to play somewhere else. League is hell bent on showing that they don't know what they're doing.
Arlington,
that's some spicy stuff right there, man. That's a spicy statement. That is a spicy statement. And yet, it ain't about themselves. It's about getting, which they do have the right idea, is getting players over to the league. You saw guys like EJ Perry get signed. You just saw you seeing Adrian Martinez do his thing, Luis Perez doing his thing as well. I think was this darn it. You are seeing players do come back though. There are players that do want to come back to play in the UFL. That's what's crazy to me.
That is true.
Jake Bates.
Jake Bates is still. He's actually.
He's going to be the starting kicker for the Detroit.
Oh yeah, he'll be the starting kicker. Look, I love that the UFL is giving the opportunity to those players, right? But at the same time, they really need to build some stars, and they have some players that they can build stars around.
Say that again.
They have players that they can build stars around. But this ain't, it's going to take years to get there, though. That's the problem. Right now, Arlington, let's look at it. Right. Prime example, the G League, right?
In the NBA, right?
What are those guys' goals?
Of course, to make the NBA.
To go to the NBA, right?
Yes.
This isn't the 80s where the USFL had individual owners and all of that stuff, okay?
Ooh, I want to go into that, but that's
This is a
another
league that
show.
is being ran by a partnership, an investment capital company, and a TV network. Okay? Look, the quality that we saw on the field this year was better than in 2023 or better than in 2022.
The game itself?
The
Is
game.
what you mean?
The
Game
game
was
was
good.
better this year
Yeah, I'll give it
than
that.
it was in 2023 on both sides.
The game was better.
Can we agree to that? The gameplay was much, much better, much, much more competitive on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did we have some terrible coaches? But
yeah, there was some not so great coaches in this league.
But we had better gameplay than we did in 2022, than we did in 2023. That was because of this merger. Was this merger rushed?
Absolutely.
Was it though? Was it?
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
we only see it because they're not letting us know until like 3 or 4 months down the line. So that's why it looks rushed for us. But was it really rushed? But here's what hurt it. Here's what really hurt it this year, right?
Okay.
Arlington, what did we hear? All these years with these two leagues. Oh, the XFL's better. They kicked the USFL's ass. USFL. Oh, the XFL sucks. The USFL can kick the XFL's ass. For 3 years, we heard that, right, Arlington?
Correct.
Where these two leagues operated individually. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
They go into year 4. These leagues merge. Which league came out on top, Arlington?
The league that Pat McAfee did not want it to be. The USFL.
See, look, and right here. Right there. Mike says it. I think they're saying it was rushed as somewhat as if it was an easy excuse for some of the issues. Chris, you could say it was the XFL, USFL, CFL parlay, but who won the championship? There you go, the USFL top dog. They won the championship. So what was the better league? Who had the better players? That's how you got to look at it.
I look at it like this. You have a under 25-year-old gentleman that knows how to find players and get championship teams. That's what that's about.
You ain't lying.
That's why I need a guy like Evan Wilsmore for the St. Louis Battlehawks. Something that they can get these teams over the hump. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the Vegas Nighthawks, they were a playoff team in the IFL. Granted, it's the IFL. It was a league that the XFL was working with. But here's my thing. He's a young man. He's not even got out of college yet.
Right.
Not even out of college. He hasn't even got his diploma. And yet he is making major moves in a professional football league. That's why the Battlehawks need to get him now. Get him now.
Okay,
hell,
Arlington, so here we go. Are you ready?
Or the showboats in this case.
Here's where we're at. I got the Alamo Domes finally found it to where it gives me
Zach
more
Potter
of a
is
thing.
#1 right now. That's who it is for.
We got 5 minutes left. This is the X Fan Show. I'm one of your hosts, Spurge. Right over there next to me is my man, Arlington. All right, Arlington. So here we go. So this is the Alamo Dome. Now look, the NCAA tournament starts September 28th.
Huh?
The NCAA Men's Tournament Final
Saturday,
Four,
April
Session
5th.
1.
Saturday,
Start.
April 5th.
Not right here.
Look
Right
below
here.
it, you goofball.
Read
Look
what it
below
said.
it. Look below it, you goofball. Look below it.
Keep your pie hole quiet for a second.
Look below it.
December 28th of 2024. NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament Final Four,
Okay,
Session 1.
I'm muting his microphone because he's so dumb enough to not even read it and see that it's right below the statement. It says NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament Final Four, Session 1, Saturday, April the 5th. Look at it.
No, that's Session 2.
Hey, on that note, because he's still being dumb enough that he ain't it's like you being serious, and you serious. You that
Oh, wait,
dumb
you're
enough
right.
to
I
not
read
be
it wrong.
serious.
My bad. I read it wrong. The Alamo
No
Bowl
kidding.
is the 28th.
No freaking kidding. And you was hell bent. You was hell bent on being wrong.
Now look. So look. You ready?
So what's your point?
No, look right here. Here is the right in the middle of the big season, right? Right here. We all know that Dirty can't read. That's why I need to do prolific.
He did say I was right too, Mike. He sure
I did.
He said I
Yeah,
was
we all
right.
know I can't read. I need to go to prolific. So look.
We've been told you to go. You refuse to do it.
I know. Sessions 1 and 2 are on April 5th and 7th. Literally 10 days from now, they have to tear that entire stadium down, basketball stadium, and turn it into an ice rink.
Yep.
And then after, look, and that goes from the 18th all the way to the 20th.
I think they're on the road during that period, though.
On the road? They're on the road
Yeah.
for the entire month of April. Now, Arlington, you know it's going to take a minute to build this stadium, to build this basketball arena in the Alamo Dome, correct?
Help me, Jesus. Yep.
Correct?
Yes. Okay.
So when is the season? When are they going to play? They're going to be on the road for like the first 5 weeks of the year. First 5 weeks. They're not going to have one home game in April. Not one. Not one. How's it going to work, Arlington? Tell me. How?
I don't
How's it
know.
going to work?
Oh God. Okay. I'm done. The show is over. I don't know. He needs
No,
to go
look.
start, Elizabeth. Yes, he does. He needs one. Oh man.
How's it going to work, Arlington? Tell me.
It's not gonna work, man. It's just not gonna work. All right, folks.
Definitely
Gotta
not
wrap
going to
things.
work.
Let's go wrap these up for this edition.
That's
of the show.
definitely
I
not
can't
gonna
stop
work.
laughing.
It's not going to work. It's just not going to do it. It's not. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Just don't know what to tell you. It ain't going to happen.
Breathe. Oh, it's a breathe. I
Breathe,
can't
baby
make it.
Jesus.
All right. Gotta wrap these up for this edition of the X-Fan Show. Ooh, I'm
That's
gonna
right.
make it.
Right here. St. Louis
I'm gonna make
Brahmas for life.
I'm gonna make it. I'm going to make it tonight. Yes, I am. Oh,
St.
man.
Louis Brahmas for life.
Oh, you know we are the most untouchable UFL spring football show on the planet. Thank
We
y'all.
are. In Arlington, we
Tuning
got
in.
to say this. Welcome to our new sponsor.